righty. We are continuing with our legacy interviews, and today we have the wonderful, the talented, the beautiful Miss Portia D. Douglas. Thank you for doing this interview. I know we've been trying to get this together for a while, and we're able to do this. We're wrapping it all up.
Yes, ma'am.
What is your definition of legacy?
My definition of legacy is just something that stands the test of time. Something that always, in my opinion, always stands in good nature. That is something that stands to be a positive beacon. That's yeah, that's just it for me.
And that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this is because when I came down for the memorial celebration, um, I was really overwhelmed. Is the only way I can put it. With the love that was in the room, like I've never felt so much love and so much energy that like Walter left behind with like his co-workers that came from all across the country, and then seeing all of y'all up close and personal, not just in group chats or whatever, but seeing y'all interact and then seeing you perform was like it was just overwhelming for me because it was like pieces of Walter, like pieces of a puzzle, just all came together, and it was just Walter on stage, and it was a beautiful sight, and continues to be one of the best memories of my life, and I'm so honored and so grateful to be a part of that, and to become a steady part of this family, this unit that Walter created, and this legacy that y'all continue to carry on. That weekend, especially after the barbecue, we had so much fun. Oh, I love the background.
Man,
Yeah, I love that. Um, we are going to be the first to do it, of course. Yes. And they think it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. The more I do these interviews, I get more motivated, and just I know that this is the right thing, and I'm feeling the love from her up above, saying that this is the right thing to do. So, um, what are some of the memories that you have of being in this family?
so in the beginning, that's right. Um, so before I even joined the family, when I was just getting my foothold in performing here in Denver, I did a little competition where I got to actually come across Miss Kiera Sexton because she was actually one of the mentors.
Mhm.
And I feel like it kind of put things, it kind of got the ball rolling because I was like, it was the first competition I ever did in Denver. And then she just happened to be she got chosen to be my mentor.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, here you
It's meant to
go.
be. It's meant to be.
um, Obviously, like I said, I didn't know exactly who she was. I just knew when she walked into a room, everybody said, "Yep, that's Miss Girl. That's Miss Girl."
That's the one.
All right. And in the beginning, she scared the hell out of me because I was a little intimidated.
Yeah.
We were looking at her, and like when she would give critiques, the one thing I will always say is Kiera was always just upfront and honest. Like she didn't feel the need to sugarcoat shit. She said, "Hey, look, this is exactly what it is, and I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this like this because people out in the world are going to say things like this to you, and they're going to say it harder."
Right.
And she was like, "I am setting you up for success. I am creating a tough skin." And at first, I didn't get it. But like now, me doing drag almost 20 years, oh, I get it. I get it. I fully understand why she did what she did. I mean, I didn't like her in the beginning, but I love her now.
I
Like
love that.
she really like, here you go.
I
And then
love
from she just was an amazing mentor. She created amazing children because, you know, one of her kids is now my mom, obviously. Miss Ginger Douglas, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, good times. I almost learned how to do her damn backflip. Not quite there,
Ah.
not quite there yet, but I'm
Hey,
close.
hey, hey. Hey, there's time. There's time. Yes. One of the best memories that I have, as you know, I met Walter back in the day, when he was still young and during a very rough time in his life. But since that moment, he's the one to tell me when he left with his family. He he threw arms around me and he's like, "You're my family. You're my mom." And I've never heard or felt that before because I grew up by myself. So my brother and sister were so much older than me, married and kids and all that. So like
Mm,
I didn't have family. I had friends, high school friends. And so to be out on my own and have this kid, divulge, his life to me, tell me that I'm his family, that's when I started creating my chosen family. So he
yeah.
gave that to me like a week after Walter and Christian went out to dinner, and they came in and they're like, "Mom, we got to talk to you." And I was like, kind of knew what was going on because I kind of heard Christian talking. He wasn't a very, very quiet person. He was a little loud, And I overheard him talking to Matthew. He got an offer in Colorado, da da da, whatever. So I was like, "Don't tell me you're pregnant." And he's like, "No," and I'm like, "Damn it, we could have made some money." And I'm like, "Come on, sit down." And so they're like, "You tell her, no, you tell her. I'm like, "You know what? I'll tell you. You're moving to Colorado." And they were like, "Well, what?" And I'm like, "Christian, you're not very smooth when it comes to like being quiet. I overheard you talking." I was like, "So I had an idea." He's like, "Mom, are you mad?" And I'm like, "Why would I be mad?" I'm like, "Sweetheart, you don't need my permission. You don't need my blessing." I'm like, "Do you love this man?" And she's like, "Yes." I was like, "And I know, Christian, you love her." And he's like, "Yes, I do." And I'm like, "Well, that's all you need." And he was like, "Well, I'm scared. I'm not going to know anybody." And I'm like, "Baby, you take everything that you've been through in your life, and everything that we taught you, everything that I've taught you, everything that you've learned in the last year, and you go to Colorado and you make them know who you are." And cut to 20 something years, he created this beautiful family dynasty, who are just great entertainers. Y'all are just great brothers and sisters, from all different walks of life. And, you raise money and you do benefit and you are a presence, you are a legacy in Colorado. And my vision is for everyone to know who y'all are, not just in Colorado. You know what I mean? The social media world, after this is done, will know who y'all are because y'all deserve accolades and y'all deserve to be known and they deserve to know who Kiera was. And they deserve to know who the legacy of the House of Sexton is.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah. Um, we talked about great memories of Kiera and stuff and everything. What about with your brothers and sisters?
Oh, all 18,000 of them. All
I
right.
know.
The one thing I will always say is that our family is fertile.
Yes.
Me being one of them. I got too many damn kids.
Oh
But
Lord. We'll talk about
mm,
that later.
um, brothers and sisters. Oh my God. I love my siblings so much. They are probably the most loud mouth. Mouths of the South. Like, we all are very similar in the sense of you will always know when we get around each other because the volume in the room tends to spike.
I agree.
We don't know how to not be loud around each.
Yeah,
We will talk to each other, at each other, and above each other. And it's like a little competition, and it's like the greatest thing ever. Like
it
there
is.
was a time like we went to like some of us went out to whatchamacallit. We went out to tracks and we didn't coordinate anything, didn't talk to each other that night, but we all kind of showed up at different times throughout the night. And it was like me, Victoria, Amaya, Mona, I think Alexandria. But anywho, but we had, I guess, all decided we were all going to go to tracks in our like own little like different groups. We all ended up wearing the same color combination, all of us. Like we all walked out and we were all wearing black and white. Like
Wow.
that was it. Black and white and like a necklace, black and white, or like a set of earrings. And it was like they were
Who
like,
sent
oh
the memo?
my, they were like, did y'all coordinate that? We're like, no. We like, uh-uh. And we're sitting there just kind of like looking at each other. We're like, well, this is what Sextons do.
Amen. I love that. I absolutely love that. That right there tells you about the family dynamic that y'all have.
Mm. Love those girls. Love those girls so much.
Do you have any questions for me?
Um, I do. What was the moment that you knew that Walter was going to be a star?
The moment that he opened up to me and told me what was going on and shared something extremely personal. You know, like I said, I, he came in the bar and there was this little kid that was crying at the bar, and I'm like, oh God, we hadn't even opened. And they were like, what's the hell? I was like, I got this, I got this. I mean, two shots. When I sit next to him, it was a shot over. He looks over at me and I was like, sweetheart, whatever you're going through, I'm sure it's bad. I'm not going to ask you, but right now, we're going to do this shot. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do because we open in 15 minutes. And he was like, I can't, I can't. I said, we're going to do this shot. Lick it, put some salt. You're going to lick it, you're going to slam it, eat the lime. And he just looked at me and I was like, got it. And we did a shot. And then I said, one more. And he was like, no, no. I was like, another tequila shot. I was like, now. And then like he just turned to me and he had tears in his eyes and he just threw his arms around me and was like, okay, we're going to the office. And he told me his story. And right then I knew that this person was extremely special, tough as fucking nails, and like just I couldn't imagine having to go through something like that and still being this beautiful light that was sitting in front of me. I had never met anybody like that in my life, that impacted me in 20 minutes, you know, and I knew that he was going to be somebody special going to see the football game. I didn't know that he could do all that, and I'm like, oh my God. And then he wanted to do drag, and I'm like, yeah, that's my girl.
Yes,
So yeah,
man.
I knew from the get go. I knew from the get go that one there was going to be someone special. And when he left to Colorado, I I assumed that it was going to be great. I didn't assume that it was going to be legendary. But as the years went on and I saw the family grow, I knew that this was something like, yeah, yeah. So, I don't call this a project. I call this a movement because it is
Yes.
a movement. It's a movement, and this movement, like I said, is going to be amazing and inspirational and informational. And I can't wait. I can't wait till it's all out.
This is going to be, I'm so excited for this.
I know, I am too. I am too. Like I said, I get more and more inspired um, hearing more of these interviews. Um, I'm sorry I hadn't been so active in the group chats, throughout the years. And, I'm sorry that I didn't reach out to you sooner. But doing this interview, it gives me a chance more to know more about you and you about me, not just what I'm doing here. But I thank you for taking the time out
And
and
don't
moving
worry
forward.
about being that active in that group chat. Manny talks enough for all of us.
Yes, indeed. Gotta love Manny.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yes.
moment that I met Manny, like when the boys came down for Jesse doing a contest in San Antonio, it was Jesse and Manny and Angel and Dre, and that I met the four of them, and I was like, the boys, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, I got to know them throughout the weekend, and I stayed in touch with Manny throughout the years, and the boys, and yeah, there's something else.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Looking, like I said, I'm looking forward to talking with the newbies. I had a chance to talk, with Isaiah and Yosef. Yosef is something else. Oh my God.
Oh, my
He
God.
he
What is?
he had he had my heart. He made me cry. And like I'm like, yeah, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm doing a chat just for the newbies so I can get their ideas and their thoughts because they deserve a voice,
Right.
separately. Separately. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Um, what I'll do next is I'll let you know once this interview is done. I can send you a copy. And what I'll be doing with everybody's interviews is I'll be editing them for shorts.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of introducing everybody, in short videos. Once those are all out, I will cut the interviews individually and I'll release all the individual interviews.
Okay.
So then, it leaves, the social media world kind of like letting them know little tidbits. Like, do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Okay, I need you to create a YouTube channel. When you create your YouTube channel, it'll give you an option to personalize it. It'll
Okay.
be easier for me to find you if you personalize it instead of just being letters and a number, because that's what they
Okay.
originally gave you. Um, Once you do that, I'll be able to like link you to my profile, um, tag you in all the videos that come out, and so forth. Also, when we're done, before the week is done, send me any links that you want put onto your bio, like your Snapchat or whatever you have. You know what I mean? And also, I will make sure that I subscribe to all of your social media because I want to take social media by storm.
Yes.
I'm on 7 platforms. So like, yeah, girl, I'm on all of them. Bitch. Trust.
All right.
So I'm putting it everywhere. I'm gonna just mass hit everything. I want to break the internet.
And let's get it. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. So thank you for doing this.
Anytime, mom, anytime. I love when I saw that you were doing this, I was like, oh shit, it's about to go down.
Yeah. Everyone that's done the interviews, everyone's been interested. I still have a couple, I got Bandy down at least. I'm still trying to, get all the other girls. They've all been like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm like, well, this is the last week. I was like, if you don't send me an interview, I will make an interview for you. What I know.
I
So
love
either it's going to be your words or my words.
that part.
Right. So thank you again. And I'm here anytime that you need me. I have a certain ringtone for the family. So anytime I hear that ringtone, I know it's somebody from the family calling. I will always answer. And yeah, just send me the links that you want. Make that YouTube channel. As soon as you
Ma'am.
make it, let me know, and I will send you my YouTube link, and we will link up together, and we'll get it going.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Thank you, and have a great day. Have a great week.
You as well. You rest
Happy
up and
Pride.
happy Pride.
Love you.
Love yous.
Vessels.
Love her.